Hey guys, Omni here. We are finally back for season 7 of The Flash. It has been the longest time this show has been off the air, and I can't wait to dive back in. Since Arrow has receded itself from the Arrowverse, with it coming to a close, The Flash has taken the mantle of my favorite Arrowverse show up to this point. Superman Lois is doing a surprising job of creeping up the list, though. We'll kind of see how the series as a whole holds up as the season gets a little deeper into its lore. We're following that journey along. We're following all the Arrowverse stuff right now, reacting to Black Lightning, Batwoman Season 2, Superman Lois. We'll be reacting to Legends when that comes out, as well as the final season of Supergirl. Yeah, we're covering all this stuff. I'm trying to, it's a lot. They're keeping us working busy this year. I think Stargirl is potentially airing its second season this year too. We'll see how that holds up. We'll be revisiting that. I've already got reactions to all of season 1 up here on the channel, and I've got reactions to most of Flash season 6 up on the channel as well. So we're picking up pretty much right where we left off. Grant Gustin did confirm that the first 3 episodes of this were intended to be the final 3 episodes of season 6. So they're really going to be finishing off that storyline in the first couple episodes of this. So the first few episodes of this is going to be more like season 6.0, 6.2, or 6.1, something. You know, you get what I'm trying to get at. Damn it. Anyway, guys, before we dive into this, full unedited reactions are available for all of these shows on my Patreon, on the YouTube channel if you become a member here. I'm also following all the Marvel shows, everything on Disney Plus, from Mandalorian, Bad Batch, everything to come on the Star Wars front as far as the Disney Plus shows, as well as the Marvel shows, with WandaVision currently about to air its final episode this coming week. It's going to be a crazy one. Falcon and the Winter Soldier following suit after that, and then Loki in June. I think it's June. Anyway, guys, we got a lot to do this year, so I hope you guys follow along for the journey. If you end up liking this video, I hope you guys subscribe. But let's go ahead and dive into our return to the world of The Flash. Here we go.
Okay. You know the Jill recipe. You've been prepping this for weeks. Where's Eva?
Are they freezing him?
I know the cryopod keeps your residual speed force in stasis, but waking up can be pretty disorienting.
Oh, that's cool.
You only have 1% of your speed left. Then I better hurry.
Ooh. It didn't do that last season, did it?
She stopped moving. No. She's going up.
We're on the same side.
If we're on the same side, then give me back my wife.
My wife. Is it just me, or is like all the shows like look like they got a little bit of a production bump? Maybe it's just me missing it for so long.
Okay, I picked up Eva at a warehouse on 119th Street. Suspected hideout of Rosa Dillon and Sam Scudder. Top and Mirror Master. Yeah.
He was my creation.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
Did you make it? Did you stop Eva? Flash?
I've missed this opening, man. Chester in the middle there.
I'm guessing they've been on Carver's payroll
And I
since
love-
breaking out of Iron Heights last year.
I've missed Joe so much.
She moved him off the chessboard.
Well, they are not the only ones. The whole city thinks that Sue killed Carver. She and Ralph are staying way off the grid.
Go up there. There's how Ralph's out. You know, they were saying that Sue would still be around despite what happened with Ralph. but guess that's not true.
Oh, it's working. Now we just have to find a fuel source to put in it.
And then we can power the artificial speed force.
Exactly.
You can't touch that. If you touch the fusion sphere.
While it's activated, the fusion sphere thinks you're the fuel source.
Yes.
You get this guy a coffee, wake him up.
Yes. Hey, come on, let's get a coffee.
So it turns out we cracked the fuel problem for this ASF of yours. So if I see it, not easy, not great, but so much fun, huh? I love all the brains.
Oh my god, dude.
Master of the stage and screen, Harrison. Awesome. Well.
Are you fucking serious?
When our worlds died in crisis, particles from our brain waves were drawn to you like a moth. There are multiversal particles inside you right now. Now, we take those particles and you put them in the fusion sphere. Theoretically, they could power the ASF forever. Not only would Alan get his speed back, but I'd be rid of you lot forever. Oh, you'd be gone too. For the Flash to run again, Nash Wells must die.
No. 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 That's not how that works.
No way. Nash, you're the only one of us that can help Alan. And I will, Harry, by figuring out another way to save Alan. That doesn't mean I have to commit suicide. Nash.
Where he's going?
Bozos! Didn't see that coming.
What else can you do inside people's minds, Rosa? Let me show you.
What did you do to me? What did you do to me?
I found a little kernel of doubt inside of you and spun it into a full-blown crisis of confidence.
If you are planning something that will put people in danger.
What? The Flash is gonna stop me? He can barely run.
You're the answer.
What now?
Oscillate at certain frequencies of light. Allegra can control electromagnetic wavelengths.
Look, thanks for looking out for me, but if Nash says it's gonna work, I trust him.
He's hoping it's gonna work because it's gonna save his life. I trust Chester right now, to be honest. But we'll see.
I can't hold it much longer.
Oh no.
Hello.
Uh-oh.
Excuse pass. What you are doing?
Since when do you speak French?
Since always, no?
Particles.
Is Sherlock?
All the brainwaves of all the Welleses who've ever lived.
Are inside Monsieur Allen's mind.
Oh, this is brilliant.
Introduce myself.
There's a Sherlock Wells.
Sherlock. Look. Look.
Look,
Look.
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 Good. No, great.
Oh, yes. I've missed this goofy shit, man. Oh.
You guys talking about BA? He's so fast.
Oh, what just happened to
I
him?
think another set of Wells particles just took over his mind.
HR Wells.
Yeah.
Simple. We just get all the Welleses out of BA into the futon sphere.
Oh my god, dude.
Stop the fusion sphere. Can you stop? Can you stop drumming?
The drums! It is I, Wells the Grey.
Wells are great.
So Wizard Wells.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
Guys.
An abundance of multiversal particles inside his mind are causing his cerebral cortex to overload.
Yeah, all those brainwaves at once.
Was that the actual Gideon? Because that didn't sound like the
Only Barry
voice.
Allen's speed healing is keeping him alive now. If the particles remain inside his brain, Barry Allen will instantly die.
Well, shit.
What happened to the JV squad? Why are you moping around here instead of helping them?
But they don't want my help, right? Frankly, I don't blame them. You know what Cisco said after Crisis? He said, an infinite number of Harrison Wells, and we're stuck with the one who killed the multiverse. And every day, I ask myself, why?
So you're a selfish jerk. You think that I wasn't? That we all weren't? Hell, when I met this team, I was working for Zoom. HR lied. Sherlock kept secrets. We all came here broken men. Thanks to Team Flash, eventually we learned to be better. There's a good man in there somewhere. You just need to dig him up. Let him breathe.
Are you trying to rile me up?
I'm trying to remind myself of all of that fear so that I can put it all into you.
Holy shit. Cecile leveled up.
There's a supersonic jet about to leave a secret black hole site in the Badlands, and it is loaded. Rosa Dillon planted a bomb on board. If it blows over the city, hundreds of people will die.
And the Flash isn't fast enough to stop it.
Once Allegra pushes the particles outside of Barry, these ionic circuits will catch them, put them back into you.
All right, let's celebrate later because we still have a supersonic jet about to explode over the city.
I still can't stop it.
We need the Flash.
Nash! That'll kill you.
I know, but I'm the organic receptor that we need. You're getting your speed back.
We can't lose all of our
Anyone
wells.
else die for me. I've already lost so many people.
Do you know what I feel right now? And it's not just me, the council feels it too. And we've made a decision. We're doing this, Alan.
How can I be the Flash without a Wells on this team?
You've always been the Flash. You always will be. With or without me. Hey, BA. How's it going? He's so fast. Not great, our current situation, huh? But it will be. Tu seras toujours mon ami.
This is really happening.
Alan.
He said the thing.
Barry. Run. After I'm gone. Look out for one another.
Yes. It is kind of fitting that all of the wells become the force at which gives Barry's his power. I mean, it's not like Tom Cavanaugh's gone. He could still be Reverse Flash, but it sucks. It's going to be weird not having a Wells around. Like, I almost don't believe it's real. And to think Cisco wasn't in this episode to say goodbye to any of the Wells. That sucks. I just thought about that.
And now, whenever you run, it'll kind of be like they'll be running with you, right?
Fuck you.
Nash wasn't the only one.
Yeah, I'm
who
fucking
rose
with
to
a
the
rubber
occasion
band.
today.
God damn it.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys.
And here we go again.
Well, now, Flash.
We go save Iris and our friends.
Yeah, fuck you, Eva.
Get everybody back.
He's got his power back.
Eva, what was that? Are you okay?
There's like 3 of her right there in that shot.
I'm the mirror duplicate.
Well, there we go. That is what it implied. Guys, I was not prepared to say goodbye to the Council of Wells in our first episode back. Now, given this would have been what? Episode 20? Yeah, episode 20, I think, of last season. Something like that. So I got to think of it like that, I guess. But to actually not have Tom Cavanaugh around, we definitely had a reduction in cast for a multitude of reasons. Sue, Ralph being written off, Cisco on his little trek, Caitlin off with her mother trying to get repaired, which is her pregnancy leave, get cured of whatever her, I can't remember, like she was like sick or something like that, destabilizing or something. I can't quite remember what was going on with Caitlin for her pregnancy excuse to not be on the show. So it'll be a minute before we see Killer Frost come back. Or well, maybe not, because only so much of this was already shot, and by now, I mean, she should be fine to return. So maybe we actually will see her coming back in like sooner than that. Yeah, Iris and her little bit was interesting. I like seeing how that mirror world is affecting her, and because she's like on a deeper layer of it than when she was back with Camilla. Now, Camilla hasn't been around either, so we still don't know what state she's in. Then Cecile progressing the strength and amplification of her own abilities. Now she can project feelings onto people. So Top really kind of did herself a disservice or an inconvenience by explaining to that whole thing to Cecile, because she learned how to bring that right back at her. It was a little weird for them to be like, well, I was the one pulling the strings the entire time, because I don't know. Seems like a twist of her powers just for a little bit of a, I don't know. It's a little weird, but it's whatever. I'm not too concerned about it, just because he was the original Mirror Master, and I guess the entire time he had been a mirror clone, and then she was working with Eva, and he was like an agent of Eva. So in this world, Mirror Master has always been a byproduct of Eva. Weird kind of retcon to it, and for Top to be the mastermind the whole time was another kind of weird switch. I don't know why that was necessarily needed, but it was whatever. I did love the bits with the Barry getting to have the wells in his head and just see him like, I love when actors get to just fuck around and have fun. And that's one of the reasons, like, despite how ridiculous it gets, I love seeing Tom Cavanaugh try out all these different personalities, and it brings a different life and energy to the party. And seeing Grant Gustin do the same was really interesting. And also seeing him try to act to be all these different versions of Tom Cavanaugh was also funny, because it's like, this is me doing an impression of Tom Cavanaugh doing an impression of these characters. I like that. It was a little impressionception in a way. And I thought he did a really good job. The scenes were really touching, especially because a lot of those characters we've spent a lot of time with. And it hit. Even though I think, I mean, honestly, even though I think Nash has probably been my least favorite Wells so far, in his final moments, he got to really be a Wells and be that spot that Harry was talking about too. Become that man that Harry was talking about. So, you might be a piece of shit, but we all were kind of from the get-go. And, Barry and his team and helping Barry allows us to be better men. And he found it, man. So what's the show going to be like without a Wells? That's a terrifying thought. It's been such a product of the show since the very beginning. And to be honest, a lot of people have been a little off-put by it for a long time. It's like, how long can we really keep this gag going? Because it is. I mean, it has been starting to, and I think Nash is the kind of an evidence of that. I don't know how many people, I don't know what the general opinion is of Nash Wells. just for me personally, his characterization wasn't really, I don't know. I didn't feel like we ever really got to know him. And his personality didn't really help with that either. So it was really hard for me to grow an attachment to him. And then he had this weird like side story with Allegra and her doppelganger from his Earth and stuff like that. I think the coolest bits of his character were when he became pariah as a result of his own, need to dismantle any type of religion or God figures and stuff. Him debunking myth and deities and stuff led him to basically unmake the multiverse. I liked that aspect of it, but as far as his character, when he's not Paragon, I was like, all right, this is a little much, but I still love it. Of course, I'm sure we're going to still see Tom Cavanaugh pop up every now and then as our fan favorite Reverse Flash Eobard Thawne. At least that's my hope. I don't want to, I can't imagine a Flash series without that beautiful mug showing back up again. Not at all. But it was emotional, man. I honestly didn't expect it. And I think it's, like I said, it's really fitting that the Wells, all of them, are essentially part of Barry now. They've migrated into him. They've become the power which he now uses to run. And they've always been the person there backing him and then calling back, even though it wasn't the original Harrison Wells. It was Harrison Wells, and then it became Harry, and then, the Run Barry run, all the way back to that. It's always been out of the mouth, and when we think about it, it's always from one of the Wellses. And I love that callback and that ending and that through line. I still don't understand the whole artificial Speed Force thing. So if it's just housed in that, did this machine create a new Speed Force that just exists in its own plane in its own reality, or is it generated purely by this machine? And what happens if this machine is destroyed? Because Eobard Thawne created the reverse Speed Force, the negative Speed Force, and it was fine. It seemed to be its own external energy force because Nora was able to draw on it without actually being part of it or connected to it. So I'm curious about the logistics of how artificial Speed Forces work. Like, is it there permanently now? Does it exist in the ether? Is the realm in which the Speed Force used to reside, is it replaced with this new version that is embodied with the Wells? Or is it just radiation exuded from this machine? Is this machine finally served its purpose, or is this machine the source of it permanently? And then it calls back. If the machine gets destroyed, do we lose the Speed Force? It seems like a very huge vulnerability if somebody just blows up Star Labs. So I don't know. I'd love to know your guys' thoughts on it, but this was a good re-entry into the show. It felt familiar. It felt fun. Like I said, I think the production quality was actually a little bit better than what I remember it. It could be just the lack of seeing the show for so long, but it looked better. Like the effects for the main thing, aside from like the mirror effects, but the running, the typical stuff we've been seeing, the CGI looked a little bit better. But I'm looking forward to seeing where the rest of the show goes. I love it. Again, right now, this is still my favorite DC show on air, and I can't wait to see where it goes from here, guys. So remember, full unedited reactions are available on Patreon, or if you become a member here on the channel. I'm covering all the other Arrowverse shows right now: Black Lightning, Batwoman, Superman and Lois when it comes out, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, all of that, Stargirl when that airs, all the stuff that's going to be HBO Max, DC Universe, that stuff. I'll be hitting those up, as well as everything over on Disney Plus. If you like Star Wars or any of the MCU content, we're right now working on WandaVision. So if you like any of that stuff, I hope you stick around, subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode of The Flash. Take care, everybody.